outside of all of this that data professionals have to get to and see the meaning.
Those are the kind of guys that will be early adopters with their literacy programs.
Analytics, storytelling that you do need to bring into the curriculum, that they are as close to the network of driving that culture. So Jordan, I've got a question for you on this topic because, as you know, with the curriculum that we come forward and train on and our exposure and connection to our customers, within our data we're finding that more than 65% of our audience, both either assessed or trained, are quite unfamiliar with 2 of the 4 levels of analytics, right? So you've got descriptive, you've got diagnostic, and that's where most organizations have, by now, hopefully become quite mature. But what's missing is predictive and prescriptive. So with the advent of AI, if we're saying data literacy and AI have a space together, do you feel there's going to be an increase in pace on being able to deliver potential solutions leveraging an area now that's quite unfamiliar to most of our audience, right? That prescriptive or predictive space. Where do you feel we're moving towards? Where traditionally, that's a very IT-driven space. You have to hire a data scientist or someone that's incredibly good with the BI tool or knowledgeable around that space. How do you find that shift, or what is your perception around that shift for the future for our audience, which is business people?
I think the first thing we have to help business people understand is they're better with predictive and prescriptive analytics without even knowing it. Because they're thinking of it from a very probably technical business perspective. But I use my weather app analogy all the time, right? The weather app says the weather, I traveled from the States to South Africa. What's the temperature going to be? Is it going to be rainy? Is it not going to be rainy? I am building a predictive decision-making process to say, I better pack these clothes. And so we're building predictions in our lives often. Like I've got 5 children. Think about, if I motivate them this way, what's going to occur? Oh, it didn't work. I got to shift. That's a prediction that I made myself. And I think people need to start framing things different. This siloing off of data and the 4 levels of analytics and IT needs to stop. Absolutely. And people need to understand we do this stuff all the time. Like the example I use for prescriptive analytics is like getting a prescription from a doctor. It's fixing something from an external source. Just apply that in the business setting. The AI is building a prescription of what should be done. You're still evaluating it. Imagine taking a medication. Prime example within my life is my mom has been battling cancer this year. The medication harmed her eventually. They've cut the medication. So it was a prescriptive thing, but they had to assess it and they figured out we have to change this or it wasn't very good. So we have these examples all the time. We need to do a better job of redefining it, not siloing it off. Now, that being said, yes, from a technical perspective, the AI is going to be able to shoot you predictions and prescriptions and all of this and descriptive and diagnostic. This is why data literacy matters. Do I know maybe the foundations of how that prediction came to be? Do I know how to apply it? Do I then know how to prompt the AI 3 months down the road to say, evaluate this? And then do I know how to iterate on it or allow the AI to iterate and make a new decision? So I think that, yes, it's going to make life easier from the technical, but we just need everybody to understand we do these things automatically. It's not like data literacy. We just put a term to it already. It's probably been around for centuries, right? I eat this berry, I don't die. I eat this berry, oh crap, I'm dead. So that's data literacy. Do we view it that way? No, it was just something that our ancestors had to figure out.
Yeah.
So I think that part of it is the change in mindset of what this really means. Allowing people to not be fearful of all these things, but figure out how they can apply it in their career, their business, their lives, whatever it is.